Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is busy preparing Diwali sweets and snacks. So today I'm sharing my most trusted recipe of bundi laddu. It is so easy and beginner friendly. Anybody can get the perfect bundi laddu. Now let's get started. In a mixing bowl, add in about 1 cup of besan flour or chickpea flour, a pinch of cooking soda or baking soda, and then half a cup of water. Now, using a whisk, combine everything evenly. Consistency of the batter for preparing the bundi should be like a free-flowing batter but not very thin. It should be a thick free-flowing batter. So we will need to add the water accordingly. So at first we have added half a cup of water and then we will add another 2 or 3 tablespoons of water as needed. Keep adding 1 tablespoon of water at a time, mix and then add the next set of water. So the batter is now almost ready. Whisk well and bring the batter together. So we got the free flowing thick batter. Now next I'm going to add in the food color. I have added the lemon yellow color to this recipe. This is totally optional. If you don't prefer adding food color, you can also add in a pinch of turmeric powder to this. Mix well and then close the mixing bowl and let it set aside for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, if you see, the batter would have thickened a bit. So add another 1 tablespoon of water and whisk well, and your bundi batter is now ready. So next let us start preparing the bundi. Heat oil in a pan for deep frying and then take the bundi ladle. I didn't have a bundi ladle, so I just used my jalli karandi. Now once the oil is hot, keep the ladle about 4 or 5 inches above the oil and pour the bundi batter above the ladle. Keep moving the ladle in a circular fashion so that the bundi falls by itself into the oil. This step is very important to get a perfect round shaped bundis without any tails. We don't need a crispy bundi for bundi laddu, so let the bundi cook for about 30 to 40 seconds and then after that we can remove the cooked bundis from the oil and drain in paper towels. Make sure after you made one batch of bundi, you just wash and wipe the ladle very well so that you can use it for the next batch. If the ladle has any discards of the batter, the next batch will not come out properly. It might get tails. So make sure your bundi ladle is very clean. And then now the bundis are ready. So I'm just removing it from the oil and then I'm going to drain in paper towels and then you can start preparing the next batch of bundi. So the bundis are now ready. Next let us start preparing the sugar syrup. In a saucepan, add in about 1 1/4 cup of sugar. To this, add in 3/4 cup of water. Now mix well and cook in a low flame such that the sugar dissolves completely. We will need to cook until the sugar syrup reaches a 2-string consistency for bundi laddu, and we will get the 1-string consistency in about 6 to 8 minutes. Take a small drop of the sugar syrup and add it to a bowl of water. If it is dissolved, the string consistency is not achieved. Now, using a ladle, if you take a small drop of the sugar syrup and hold on between your thumb and index fingers, you can see a string formed. So this is the 1-string consistency. If you are making sweet bundis, you can stop with the 1-string consistency, but for bundi laddu, we need 2-string consistency. We will get the 2-string consistency immediately, like after 1 or 2 minutes after 1-string consistency. So we can switch off after checking for the 2-string consistency. You can check the two-string consistency by trying to dissolve a drop of the sugar syrup inside a bowl with water. You will be able to roll it like a ball. Otherwise, you can also try like how we checked for the one-string consistency. If you do not like sugar crystals in your sweet bundi, you can add in a half teaspoon of lemon juice to this sugar syrup. Otherwise, we are good. Now add in the prepared bundi to the sugar syrup and mix well. Roast about 10 cashew nuts, 10 raisins and 2 cloves in ghee and add them to the prepared bundi. Also add in about 1 tablespoon of rock sugar candy and a tiny piece of edible camphor and mix everything. If you don't like the flavors of edible camphor and cloves, you can skip it, but usually in weddings those are added and they are a very important flavoring agents. Also finally crush in 2 cardamom pods and add it to the sweet bundi. Mix well. So let us wait till the bundis are warm enough to handle and then transfer to a big plate. Now pinch in a big portion of the bundi and then hold it tightly and roll it to a laddu. Make sure you apply little pressure and then shape the laddu. Also, if the bundis are not warm, you will not be able to hold this shape. So make sure you handle it warm. And our bundi laddus are now ready to be served. Make it for your friends and family this Diwali. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. For more recipes, please visit my website. Thank you for watching. See you soon in another video. Till then, take care and Happy Diwali!